I had just come home from work, exhausted and ready to unwind, when I found it waiting for me, this elegant, glossy envelope resting on my kitchen counter. I remember thinking how out of place it looked among the pile of everyday junk mail. Curiosity got the best of me, and without much thought, I tore it open, expecting maybe some promotion or party invitation from a distant acquaintance. Inside was a wedding invitation. Not just any wedding, thought it was for Emily and Alex, my younger sister Emily and my ex-fiancé Alex. The names stood out in bold letters, practically jumping off the card and smacking me in the face. I reread it 3 times, each word sinking in a little deeper. Emily, Alex, wedding, next month. It was all there, as clear as day. I felt a jolt of disbelief. It had to be some kind of sick joke. But it wasn't. The invitation was real, and they were getting married. In 4 weeks. I stood there frozen, clutching that piece of paper like it might disappear if I held on tight enough. I couldn't process how it had come to this. Emily and Alex? Together? And a wedding already planned? I couldn't wrap my head around it. My mind was racing. There had to be some mistake. Maybe a mix-up at the printer or something. I grabbed my phone and dialed Emily's number, my heart pounding. Straight to voicemail. I hung up and tried again. Voicemail. Again. A part of me wondered if she was deliberately ignoring me. I shot off a text, something simple but direct. Emily, what the hell is going on? Call me. I sat on the couch, my phone clutched in my hand like a lifeline, waiting. When Emily didn't respond, I called my mom. No answer. My dad? Same thing. It was like they had all gone radio silent. I even considered calling Alex, though the thought of hearing his voice again made me feel sick. Instead, decided to give it a few hours, hoping someone would eventually get back to me and tell me this was all some huge misunderstanding. Later that evening, my mom finally called. She was cheerful as ever, completely oblivious to the storm brewing inside me. After a few pleasantries, I cut straight to the point and asked about the invitation. Oh, that she said, casually like we were discussing weekend plans, not my sister marrying my ex. We were going to tell you at the family dinner this weekend. It's really not that big of a deal, sweetheart. We thought you'd be happy for them. Happy? Happy for them? I could barely believe my ears. I stammered something about how out of the blue this was, how no one had bothered to tell me anything, and all she could do was dismiss my shock like it was nothing. Sarah, you really need to let this go. It's been long enough. Emily and Alex found love, and that's a good thing. You should support them. In fact, Emily wanted to ask you something. I couldn't even begin to guess what she could possibly want from me. Before I could get a word in, Mom dropped the bombshell. She was hoping you'd be her maid of honor. My stomach dropped. Maid of honor? At her wedding to my ex? Was this a joke? The sheer audacity of it all made me feel like the ground had been ripped out from under me. I felt dizzy just thinking about it. I barely managed to get out a "you're kidding," right? But she wasn't. Mom went on, explaining how Emily thought it would be a nice way to show we're still close as sisters, how it would mean so much to her if I could just be there for her special day. I wanted to scream. Be there for her? After what she had done? And Alex, how could they possibly think this would be okay? None of it made sense. I asked my mom if they really expected me to stand up there, smiling, pretending everything was fine while they got married right in front of me. Her response was something along the lines of,